This is a short video I'm making to share some of the information about my Art of Change program in response to some questions people have asked me lately, saying, well, exactly what is the Art of Change? So in a nutshell, I'd say that the Art of Change is art-based life coaching and personal development, and it has its origins from when I was working in women's shelters and homeless agencies and Aboriginal health settings, where I really became aware that sitting still, eyes to the front, PowerPoints and hands that weren't allowed to move very much is a very limited way of sharing information. And as an artist and a life coach, I thought I could combine both the left brain and the right brain to come up with a process that women could relate to. So, for example, this poster is about learning to weed the things from the past and seed the things for the kind of future that we want to create. I designed this poster when I was working in a shelter where many of the women were experiencing or had experienced domestic violence. A group member said to me one day, you know, I have so much violence in my life that I come here and I just see the words on the posters on the wall, on the pamphlets. So I made this poster to focus on peace in order to create peace, rather than violence in order to get rid of violence. Wonderful Things Are Now in My Hands. That's a workshop we discuss about what are the areas where we can create change. This is the transformation woman. She was once just a butterfly, but one of the group members asked if we could take the central piece of a mandala, place her within the butterfly, and from there the story of transformation began. Balance. This was for Aboriginal health workers who were having conversations around the self, family, community, humanity obligations, but also looking after our own mind, body, spirit and emotions. My life flows easily when I have balance. Patterns. I now release the patterns that no longer serve me. I'm going to speed it up a bit. And here's a poster that's coloured in 3 different ways, and I have to thank my mother for this one. And this is a workshop about the role of nature and the power of nature as a healing force in our life. I focus my mind. Life coaching is very much about finding the strengths that we have and tapping the resources within. And often our minds, when we've had stress and trauma, are a bit stressed out and wobbly. So focusing our mind is a conversation we have about how. How do I do that? Begin Within. This was for a young and pregnant mums group, but also the conversation can be around taking care of our own inner child. One of the women in my groups asked, can we have a mandala without the lecture on it? An affirmation for one is a lecture for another. So I created some artwork that just was the pictures for colouring. We make our own affirmation cards in the Art of Change group. And that's a set of 3. And also I have a process of showing people how to make a mandala. Another one without the lecture. This one is for shelter workers. Sometimes when we're working in a very high stress environment and responding to crises out of the blue, we forget to breathe ourselves, just take that breath and slow down. I love and accept myself. This is a workshop about self-esteem and reconnecting with the beautiful divine woman within. This one although the words are not on this one, on the master copy, the black and white copy, this is about honouring the 4 directions, the 4 states of being, the mind, the body, the spirit, the emotions, and the 4 seasons, and how that number 4 is so significant in so many aspects of life on earth. Again, this one doesn't have words, but when we colour, it's like a mind massage. It slows the mind down. This is the intro to a program I developed called Don't Worry, Be Happy. And then someone contacted me on the internet and told me that they could take me to court for using a registered term. So I don't actually promote that as my program, or that I own those terms, but we just say, be happy. And then, for the cat lovers, we talk about personal development, inspired by my cat Pearly. Make peace with your enemies. Stretch yourself. Exercise regularly. And this piece here was to honour the elders who had passed away in a community where I'd been running a program for some time, and I'd like to close this little intro to the Art of Change by paying respect to our elders, to the women who've walked before us, and to the women who will come after us. Thank you.